for my company is Black Series Edition LLC. I know it's late. I'm in the office late. I've been working late in the office quite a bit. I am working office late for a while. So right now I am processing, but I still, like I said, need to work. And I was on over at my family's house, and I'm going through my phone, looking at stuff. You know what I mean? Seeing what's launching. I saw the Pro PlayStation 5 launched and all that stuff. And again, I'm not going to buy one. I don't see the need of spending $700 for a console. I just don't see it. I can't see it. But looking at the demonstrations on the 5090, oh my freaking goodness. We're going to have to buy this card. That card's going to be super expensive, but we have to have that card. And we have to build a PC around it. I'm picking up a 4K projector for this setup because there's no point. Even though, like I said, our screen paints can easily operate at 720p projectors and 1080p projectors, a 5090 graphic card has to be done on a 4K projector. Probably have to go a little higher than that, but on a 4K projector, it has to be on a 4K projector. It has to be ultra 4K for this graphic card. So I'm looking at the specifications and what I'm going to need as I'm walking back to get this thing up and going. And I figured the most expensive part of that thing is going to be pretty much the graphic cards, because the graphic cards aren't exactly cheap. So this graphic card is supposed to be coming out in 2025. Am I going to get it when it first comes out? No, because I like to sit around and wait to see exactly what kind of bugs, problems this thing may have, reviews on it from the door. Because when the 4090s came out, some of them things were catching on fire, and I really leave my PCs on all the time. The last thing you do is come back and find out something got burnt down because it overheated. So I'm gonna wait a while before I get it, but I am gonna go pick it up. So now I'm just figuring out exactly what kind of PC we got to build around this thing. This thing takes a particular type of motherboard. It's an LGA 1200, and it's a PCI Express 5.0. This is all big boy equipment now. So the motherboard, roughly around maybe $300 for the board. The RAM on there can take up to 198 gigabytes of RAM, so we need to get top notch on that. As for hard drive capabilities, well, it has only 2 slots on that motherboard, but sorry, 1 slot on that motherboard, but we can get a PCI extender to run 4 more M2 solid state drives, and then a backup additional 10 terabytes of hard drive space for just backup fun. As for my processor, it's going to be an i9, and it's going to be actually one of the highest. I'm going for the highest i9 processor I can get my freaking hands on, because again, this is a 5090 RTX. This thing is going to be insane. So it's going to be what I'm going to call my master build. I'm going to build me another PC for the small PC I want to carry around portable. That one, yes, we're still going to do that, but this one has to be in a different case. I'm going to be adding a new type of AdTech technology to the glass for different forms of visual and effects. So the case we have to get is pretty much going to be a double wide fish tank PC. It's going to have to be big to accommodate this. I found out that the 5090 takes 600 watts of power to run it. So yes, it's going to have to literally have its own dedicated power supply, because I'm pretty sure that i9 processor is going to eat some stuff. And again, I want to have 2 different power supplies, so I'm probably going to drop like $1,200 each for each unit. And I'm definitely going to get that card insured. Definitely get insurance for it, because I'd be nuts. I did not get it insured. If something happens to it, I want to be sure I can get a replacement for it, or basically I can get my money back for it, because it's going to cost me a lot of money for this thing. And again, like I said, we can't drop this on a 720p projector. We can't drop it on a 1080p projector. We literally have to have a 4K projector to run this card to really appreciate what it does. So, with that being said, we're going to have a special screen paint for this setup. It has to be done. There's only thing I can think of close enough that we have that's powerful enough to match this machine is an AdTech TV projection screen setup. That's what we're going to design for that particular technology. It'll be rear projection, by the way, because that's what I plan to have. I don't want the projector in the back of me or anything. I'd rather have it in front. And I do want an ultra short throw 4K projector to set the whole thing up on. Yeah, so yeah, looking at the specifications on that thing looks absolutely insane. That card is absolutely beast. It is. I gotta have one. Got to have one. Did I miss anything else? Yeah, we're gonna liquid cool the daylight setup. So I'm definitely gonna liquid cool that card. Definitely gonna drop a liquid cooling system on it. So yeah, I'm looking at the PlayStation, the Pro that dropped. There's like a lot of mix going back and forth. Some people saying it can't reach 60 frames per second. It's not even 30 frames per second. And then you got some people saying the parts inside of it, because I saw the teardown. I saw the cooling system on it. The fan is actually much smaller than the original one on the PS5. The PS5 fan is much larger than that system. So I'm like, huh. And then the cooling system, same design, pretty much. Copper pipe, radiator system, all that stuff. Nothing at all, period. I mean, the fact that the parts you have in there are really crazy expensive. I'm not saying they're expensive, but it's pretty good. Let's put it this way. But um, your system's parts are 6 years behind on PC. They are. I saw so many articles of people saying, "Oh, we're just like PC." No, 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 no. We really got to stop saying that one. No, you're not equivalent to PC. Your parts are literally 6 years old in your machine. What it is that you are finally getting a taste of what PC is, and the graphics that you're seeing, you're not used to seeing those kind of type of graphics. People game on PC, we see this all the time. We literally see this all the time. So it's nothing new to us at all, period. But the cards that we have, there's so many of them that, again, if I went out and got a 3090, a 4090, they're all insane. Even a 2090, they're still amazing cards. But you're not used to seeing that type of power. So the fact that now you're claiming to be equal to PC, like, no, 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 no. You forgot. There's a category called the elitists. That's a different category. And the elitist PCs, yes, are extremely expensive, but consider the fact, if you consider yourself to be the most expensive console, which technically you're not, because that would be a Neo Geo, but if you're saying your most expensive console, you can say your most powerful console, because you are definitely that. But you can't say at the end of the day that you're equal to PC, because then you're forgetting the class called the elitists. The parts that I just explained to you, they go into a machine which we call a category under elitists. A 5090 would crush your system super easy. And it's a very expensive card, yes, but it would crush your system easy. The i9 processor that I'm installing to my system would basically could march circles around your machine, and the hard drive capability, yeah, it's insane. Mind you, my RAM capability is 198 gigs, and usually I'm used to much higher than that at 256 on 2011 boards, but yeah. So you have a good machine, don't get me wrong, it's nice, it is, it's very nice. I saw one, my friend picked one up, he has one, I saw it, I got a chance to play around with it, it's very nice. But please stop saying that you're equal to PC, because you're not equal to PC. You are forgetting about it, the elitists. Those are the ones that consider themselves the master race of PC. Because again, if you're going to go toe-to-toe by saying most expensive console versus a $5,000 machine, you'll get torn a new one like you would never believe. Your graphic card is good, but you're traveling at somewhere between roughly, I say 30, maybe you can get 60. I know you can't do GTA 6 and freaking 60 frames per second, but I can do it over 120 easy. I could do it over 200 frames per second at a 5090 graphic card. That thing does 8K. So yeah, easy. So if you're talking about that kind of power, your power supply system would be through the roof. I literally have to put two systems in. Now I could roughly go with, if I do a dual i7 setup, I need it said roughly, what was it, 600 to run the board. No, sorry, 700 to run the board. 700 watts just to run that motherboard. And then with the 5090 sitting in there at 600, yeah, you're roughly way over a 1200 watt power supply. So, sorry, yeah, 1200 watt power supply. So you're going to need two power supplies in order to run this thing. And the cooling system in there are definitely got to be 420s in there, because you need big boy coolers in there. Yeah, so you're talking about a very expensive machine, but then again, we consider the fact your console system is a very expensive console system. It is. It's not the most expensive, because again, like I said, you'd be in Neo Geo territory, and Neo Geos were $1,000, and your cartridges were somewhere between $300, $400, $500, maybe $800 cartridge. So you wouldn't be in that range at all, period. I could say most powerful? Yeah, I can honestly say that. You do have a very powerful system. You do have one of the most powerful consoles right now. You're more powerful than the Xbox. You're more powerful than the previous PS5 system. You're definitely more powerful than that. But to say that you're on the same lines as equal to a PC and how PC gamers are going to start buying consoles, no. You got too many restrictions in that thing. For me to go out and spend $700 right now, I'll go spend $700 for a PS Pro, right? How much of that system I'm going to be modding out? How much of that system can I alter and change, switch out parts? Not much at all. So like I said, it's the equivalence of buying a house and being told that you only have access to 2 rooms and everything else is locked off to you. Where in PC, we just go where we want, add extensions to it, all that good stuff at the end of the day. Now, like I said, I don't want people to feel at the end of the day that, hey, he's putting down console. I'm not putting it down. It is the most powerful console right now. But to say that you're equal to PC, you're forgetting about the category called the elitists. And the elitists, no, not going to happen. Never going to happen. If you're in the category of the elitists, you have the money to spend for your toys. You do. That's like people drive Lamborghinis, Bugattis, Aston Martins, all them. They got the money to pay for those toys. They can pay for the oil change, any new parts, all that crap. They can pay for all that stuff because that's the class they're in. So, again, it doesn't bother them to spend the money. I'm not saying I'm super rich because I'm not super rich, but I basically, from time to time, do splurge and do spend some money on a nice high-end PC. And if I'm building a PC at the end of the day, I'm planning not to buy anything for a very, 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 very long time. Which means I plan to... Last console system I have is my PS4, which I still support. You know what I mean? Gabe got it an 8 terabyte hard drive for it and everything. I do support it. But as for when they cut it off and they stop with no more, then I can't use it anymore. I'll go to PC. But right now, as I said before, you're missing a category there. So even in the PC world, people have standard machines, which are budget machines at the end of the day. Then you got people got mid-class machines, and then you have the elitists. My sandwich. Oh, there's something. Sorry, internet's so buggy around here. But anyway, as I said before, you're missing the category of the elitists, and the elitist machines are they're insane machines, some crazy stuff. So you have to include everybody. And the elitists, you can say, well, your machines cost a ton of money. That's true, but your console is expensive too, also. And yes, you have a very powerful machine because you got to pay for the parts. But you can't say all PC. That's the problem. That's what I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing a lot over all PC gamers are coming back. The PC gamers are playing console. No. I'm usually like to be in the elitist category. So I can afford to pay for my parts. So with that being said, I like these parts and this is what I'm into. My machine is far more powerful than your system. Your 60, 70 of your units wouldn't be the match what I'm building. Even the machine I had back then had a 2011 motherboard. That thing had 256 gigs of PC3000 OC. It was all overclock RAM. That thing ran 4 12-core processors, 4 CPUs in it, customized liquid cooling system in it. It was a monster of a PC. You couldn't touch that thing with a 10-foot pole. Now, that's why I said, you could honestly say you're more powerful than the Xbox system? Yeah, you definitely could say that. Far none, you can. If you're saying you're going to be the clock in at 60 frames per second on certain games, no, that's not going to happen. Not going to happen at all. It'd be interesting to watch, but it's not going to happen at all. I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen at all. Tell you the truth. Got to pay for more expensive parts. I think the Xbox, no, sorry, the PlayStation 6 is going to do it. I definitely think that thing is definitely going to do it. But I think it's going to be a lot more expensive. $700, if that freaks you out, if $1,000 freaks you out on the PlayStation Limited Edition, yeah, buckle up because it's coming, Johnny. You're going to pay a lot of money. They're prepping you for it. They're getting you ready for it. You're going to pay some money. And you're going to get nickel and dimed on parts. I doubt, and I don't know why, they would put an optical drive on the PlayStation 6. I don't see it. What would be the point of it? I mean, they made it an option on the other system, but when the other PS5 came out, they made you pay for it. So, I don't know. But other than that, congratulations. Nice system. I played it. I liked it. It's nice, but for me, it's no point in me buying it at all, period. And the reason why it's no point in me buying it, because they're not satisfied with just that. Because you're going to have a PlayStation 6, PlayStation 7, PlayStation 8, and 10, and then there's going to be pros in between that one and slims in between that one, and I don't have the time to be spending money on this system thinking I got the next gen, and then this system pops out in the middle of the mid, and now that's the next gen, and then that one comes up and that's the next gen, and it's so much money to spend, it's not even funny. So I go build me a powerful PC, I drop $6,000 into it, I don't have to buy another system for a long time. You'll be hitting the PS8 before I start actually upgrading parts on my machine. That's why I'm just investing in it now, get it over and done with, and then that way I don't have to ever worry about going in and doing that ever again. It's an investment. Pretty much when you spend money for a PC like that, it's an investment. You're doing an investment. It's a future investment. But still, nice system. I played it. I liked it. Very nice. Very nice. But I got no interest in it. I would never say it's a piece of trash. It's not. It's beautiful. It's nice. Very nice. Would I basically, if I had a PS5, would I switch out for the Pro? No, not really, tell you the truth, honestly. No. Not really, tell you the truth. I mean, it is a much more advanced system and all, but if you're happy where you're at, why not just stay there, you know? If that's where you're at, be happy where you're at and just stay there. The one thing I do see, which is interesting, is like, they're really not getting any more exciting titles, you know. It's not like they're going to make special games only for that system only, which would be jacked up if they did it that way. Same games are going to come on that system, the PS5 Pro, is going to come out on your system, the PS5. Some of the games may trick over to the PS4. That's pretty much it, but I really don't see them coming out with their own type of games, because that really would be stabbing the other system in the back. But all that other talk about, I've seen so many people down there talking trash about saying, oh yeah, PC gamers are quitting their PCs and coming over to play a console system. No, they're not. I can honestly tell you, no. I can honestly tell you, no. Because you forgot about a category. You forgot the elitists. And the elitist is the one sitting up there going, okay. They're the ones that say that. Okay. Nice system. Like I said, very nice system. But do I think that it's going to basically take over PC? No. Your games are made on a PC, not on a console. There's no such thing as making games on a console system and then basically transferring to PC. It's the other way around. And PC games are made on PC. All your games, your programs, and all that stuff, you can't load any of that stuff into your system. It's loaded on these machines at the end of the day. My software for my projector mapping application, everything I need to run at the end of the day, we don't run it off a console, we run it off a PC. When's the next time you walked into a store and you've seen, or even office building, and they got a freaking gaming system down there that they're doing like WordPress or anything on at the end of the day? Nothing. It's all PC. You got a long way to go. Ah, they put mayonnaise on this. I said no mayonnaise. Oh well, who cares? But, like I said, it's a nice system. Is it worth $700? Yeah, it is. You got to pay for parts. You got people still want that $500 mark. You can't get that $500 mark anymore. It's going to cost you more money. Sorry about the chewing. A little hungry here. If you want bigger and better parts, you're going to have to spend the money. That's what it comes down to. I want better PC parts than I have on these machines over here. I got to spend the money. PC gamers are used to that sticker shock. We got to save up for that stuff. Some people can buy it right out. Some people got to save up for it. But we're used to that sticker shock. Console, you have it easy. You've had it easy for a very long time. Everything's in there. It's all built, all compressed. Everything's all there. Pay for any extra parts, this, that, and the other. It's all there. Now, things are going to change for you. You are going to start paying for extra parts. So if they nickel and dimed you on that stand, because that stand was kind of jacked up, they could have gave you the stand for free. I don't know why they couldn't give you the stand for free. For as much money you pay for a subscription cost, yeah. Oh, that's another thing, too, the other topic. In the forum site, where the PlayStation Pro gamers are coming in there talking about, yeah, we're going to you pay. We don't pay. I don't pay. I can go on right now on Steam and game all I want. I got free games I can load into my account. My points that I get achieving games and stuff, I can spend those on stuff. But you can't say you're doing the same thing we're doing. That's one of the arguments they had on console versus PC was, well, you can't really sell your games because at the end of the day, they're downloadable. Guess what? Hello, you just enter that world at the end of the day. You're downloadable too. And keep in mind, the optical drive that they keep trying to sell you is a joke because we all know it's coming. We all know if you look at when they first started doing digital downloads, when they first started it on the PS4. When you first started seeing it, it wasn't a lot of games. It was a little bit of games here and there. Maybe some indie games, stuff like that. Now you go into that store, man, they got the same thing in there they got at GameStop. Everything is in there for you to download. You don't really got to walk to GameStop. You don't even need the physical display. You just go in there and download it. And I know because I didn't realize that the PlayStation 4 had that many games in their store. I bought mine for VR only. So when I went to one day, I said, you know what, let me go look around this system and see what I paid for. And I see something go store, and I pop in and go, oh, shoot. They got everything in here that you go to the store. There ain't no point in me going to the store and just buy it right here in the comfort of my own home. And don't go to the store, no wasting gas, headache and traffic and all this other nonsense, crowded stores and blah, 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 blah. Just go there, download and be done. So that being said, when I was buying the system, I bought 3 physical games with me. Because I had something to come back with because I had no idea they had a advanced store in there like that on the console system. If that was the case, I wouldn't have spent the money for the games. I could have just downloaded them right there. So now you have that convenience now. So now when you sit there and say, well, you know, you can't sell your games, guess what? You can't either. But we can sell our accounts. I can literally sell my entire account. I got a couple of big boy accounts. I got a lot of games on. And I just don't use it. I got 6 Steam accounts. They're free. I don't have to pay no subscription. I got 6 accounts. I can make 10 accounts if I want. They're all free. I just go in there, just operate my games in, my password, that's it. I ain't got to pay no monthly subscription, none of that nonsense. That means that when I go sell my account, say somebody just got their account and they just starting off, they don't have a lot of games. I say, man, I got like 20, 50, 60, 70, 100 games in my all top titles in there. You get the good titles in there, not trash. And they look through your account and go, wow, man, you got a lot of good games in here. Like, and on top of that, you got points on there too. Every time you buy games, you get points. Got 100,000 points on the account on this account. You can sell your entire account. So all I gotta do is send over to him the password and the email on the account, which you can go change it. Drop my email, because on most of my accounts I got my dummy emails on there. They're just emails just designed for gaming. That's it. I don't put my personal emails on there because I had it because they send you all kinds of messages back and forth about games that are coming out and stuff like that. And I don't want my account filled with that nonsense. I just make my own email and put it in there and just rep for that game. So I can easily get that to them because there's nothing in there but updates and everything that comes in for the system. My credit card information, none that's in there. So I hand everything to them, get the password. They go in, they change the password out, and that's their account. Money's already been transferred to my account. I make some money off of it, and I'm done. Now, you could do that, but this makes it complicated because you sign it into your system. And that password is still linked to your account, where our passwords are not linked to our account because we can make multiple accounts due to the fact that we're not paying for a monthly subscription. I can make an account, stack it up with a ton of games, and call it a starter pack account. And every game I buy in there, it's gonna load a ton of points in there for anybody who gets the account. Just sell the whole entire account, make some money off of it. See, make money off your own console, not console system, your PC system. Well, the reason why we went down that road was to tell you don't get attached to that digital player. Because you've already seen that you can download everything in the store from your system. So that digital system, they made it an option. It's pretty soon not going to exist anymore. Because digital download is future. keep in mind, if you don't believe me, the digital that disc that's on your system. Remember, you had to have one of those back in the day to play Blu-ray. If you want to watch a Blu-ray movie or anything, you had to have a disc player attached to it. So if the disc is optional and you want to watch a movie, how are you watching the movie without the disc? You download it. So that means you don't need the disc. You're just paying for something extra you don't need. And as for the timeline of being able to collect physical copies, that's going to be gone. Sad to say. I hate to see it go. But it's going to go. Everything's going to be all digital download. Everything. Sorry, I'm hungry. I'm not eating right in the last couple of days, and it's the first time I've had an appetite. Not a big appetite, but it's just something. And I'm feeling much better, but I'm still processing. And thank you for those who reached out. I thank you so much. Yeah, but it's a process. All right. Yeah. I'm going to get this 5090. Man. I can't be as car costs this much money. I'm going to put a down payment down for a vehicle. Literally for this thing. I'm hoping it's not $5,000. I could do $3,000. I'll do 5, but jeez, man. That's crazy. I ain't building anything else after that. I'm done. I gotta get a boss. Everything around this thing's gotta be boss. I gotta get a boss. I'm gonna all digital motherboard for it. The entire motherboard it gets digital. I had a MSI was like that. It had a 1-button overclock system in it. Oh man. They're saying like roughly $1,200 to $1,800 for this card. I'm hoping they're right by this, because man, I hope it's not $5,000. And the question comes up, is it needed? No. But I want it, because the thing about it, that thing's going to do things. My VR experience is going to be crazy to the roof. I'm already putting an order for the index for Steam for it. And oh man, I'm going to be using this for my, well actually the Projector application I have is pretty old. So I'm going to be updating it, a new form of Projector application technology. Because I got to do something with the thing besides gaming with it. Oh, the one thing about PCs I like at the end of the day, they make money. You can literally make money and run a business off your PC. So at least with the money that I'm spending to the machine, I get it right back, because I'm building a gaming website on that thing. My main gaming website's going to be on that machine. Inside of that glass, it's going to be coated with a gaming ad tech. That means I can advertise that graphic card, anything I want, by using that machine. And the new Plex system is going to be installed in there. And that's true. I was going to say, your gaming PC makes money. You can make, you'll pay for your machine, because the machine makes money. These machines I got back here, they work PCs. They make money. They make money for the company. Websites sit on top of them. My social media sites are all that on there. Oh, by the way, we had some complications today. So, one of the motherboards that I purchased from the machines behind me, company can't be found. So I go on freaking Amazon, and I'm looking for the company, And it says, sorry, oops, Paige not here no more. I'm like, Paige not here no more? What's the mean it's not here no more? So I was able to get this switch for the RGBs. And that switch is amazing. Changing my lights and everything. But anyway, the PCI Express stopped functioning. So it stopped running. The board's running. I swapped out the cards. Cards running perfectly fine. Swapped out the hard drives. Hard drive on here is running perfectly fine. Everything's running. The only thing that's not picking up is the graphic card. And the graphic card is running because I tested it over here, so I know it's running. So basically, the PCI Express slot is malfunctioned. That's what happened to it. So now what do we have to do? Well, we have to replace the motherboard. See, that's one of the plus sides. When people say, oh, but that's PC, but the thing about it is, look, you have to understand, your motherboard goes out on your console system. What are you doing? How are you going to fix that? My motherboard goes on my system, pulling that out, take this all out, replace the motherboard, clean off the thermal paste, or I'm going to upgrade these to i7s, because right now they're i5s. I'm getting rid of them and upgrade them to i7s, both of them. I got a good deal. Using my wholesale license, I found an i7 for $53 wholesale. I got to start using that thing more often. I really do, because it saves me so much money. So I'm going to replace these with i7s. So I'm going to get rid of the board. Amazon's already sending my money back to my account, and because the company's not there anymore, so the money's come back to account. Go pick up another motherboard. Found out that this one, both of these boards can do 32 gigs. So we're going to upgrade the RAMs on them. The RAM's going to be upgraded, and we're going to drop in i7s in them, get rid of the i5s. That means the i5 I can use over there, because that's an experimental machine. I don't want to put too many parts, expensive parts in there. So get rid of that power supply, because the power supply is like $450, and bring it up to $750, because that's a $750 power supply. And just replace the whole thing. That's pretty much what we got to do. Go thermal paste, remove this, take it apart, leaves everything's open. I got it dropped in with 2 screws. I can just pull the whole thing out, which is fantastic. I ain't got to go inside a case. Drop it right here. Pull this liquid cooling system off of it. Clean off all the thermal paste off here. Get that nice and clean. Drop in the i7. Drop the thermal paste on it. Put the entire thing back together. Put in 32 gigs of RAM. And get rid of this old thing, because the new ones are smaller now, so that's got to go, because that's why that's been malfunctioning, bouncing off, and they're coming back on because the signal's really bad. Get rid of that and get a new network USB. And then we got coming in a week after that, we were replacing these cards to 3050s. And these are just the basic work machines. Artwork's coming in for them, so I ordered the box that I made for keeping them nice and cool with the fan on top. We're building another one, which is right there, putting that one together. There's the caulking to give it the ice effect. We're going to finish the rest of the ice effect on here, the rest of the paint job, finish the silver job, installing all the lights in here. We got the food coloring, so we can make the liquid inside of each one of the containers. And I got the poo gel coming in so we can make it solid. We're just going to slant them a little bit so it looks like there's liquid in them. We ordered the ice cream cones, so we ordered the ice pops, we ordered the ice cubes. All those are coming in. Lighting system for this section over here, we have coming in the chaser light system for the arcade system. I've even found an RGB setup kit for the motherboards. We can actually light the motherboard up, put a trace to it and everything. So all these are going to be all lit up when we get done. So we got a lot of stuff coming in to get all that stuff finished and done. Let me show you what we got here with the button system. Get a button system. It's a freaking headache to put in, but we got it done. So the RGBs have a cord over there, if we can reach it. We can get it on this side, which I don't know why I stuck it through here. And I did stuck it this day. Man, why do I do stuff like this? Sometimes I scare myself when I do things at the end of the day. Like, I don't know why I went down that route. But anyway, there's a little switch here. And this switch allows me to be able to change my lights out. Do cool stuff with them. different effects. And that's why I got this little switch box right there, which allows me to be able to change the lights on my fans and stuff. So we're going to run that through a Y adapter RGB system, and that's going to allow for everything in there to light up. We got lights here at the bottom. We got a light system in the top for the fan system and all that. For the hard drives, we made our own hard drive cases. This is going to have the same system over here, but in this one, everything's going to be in all white. And we have a digital temperature gauge, which is going to fit right here with sensors here to make sure we can show the temperature of what's going on in the digital readout right there. So it's getting there, bit by bit, it's getting there. And then, above all that craziness, yeah, I'm working on the blue button over here. All that craziness, we have this thing we're building. So it looks like that when we're done with the panel system. I've been here trying to figure out what projector we're going to use because we don't want anything in the middle of the floor, which that's going to involve short throw. Projectors are literally going to be sitting in the middle. Can't pull them back to the wall because it'll blow the whole wall up by short throw, so that's not going to work. We can't do long throw because we got 13 feet, and 13 feet means we're going to come up under 100 inches. And that thing's bigger than 100 inches. That's roughly about 150-inch screen, maybe a little bigger than that. So that's not going to work. So ultra short throw is the only thing that we can use because it's the only thing that's going to give me a screen size that big. And this is the one I'm going to run the 4K projector off with the gaming PC I'm going to be building. I'm also going to be running on top of that the PlayStation 4, which will be going through a 4K projector, and that will be running that aqua liquid, what is that underwater thing? I have it on there for that game on there. It's freaking amazing. I can't wait to play it. And we're going to be running the Quasar technology, and this one, that blue technology we have. This screen's going to look so sick. It's going to look like it's actually made out of liquid. That's how crazy this thing's going to look when we get done with it. I want to look just like Stargate, like you're walking right through that thing when we get done with it. Some interesting design to it. This one here, I ordered the lights to come in to give it the Thunderbox effect. So that's coming in. I know some people at the end of the day are like, man, you're not. This is how I grieve. This is how I do it. I have to work. I have to keep my mind occupied all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. When I get a shutdown moment, it's a nightmare for me. So I can't do that. So I keep myself occupied, working. So that's what I've been doing. Just non-stop working and putting stuff together and assembling things, just keeping my brain in that area right there. And a lot of praying. But yeah, I'm getting through it. But, I just got to keep myself occupied. All right, people. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Be safe out there, and God bless. I do apologize for the eating, but like I said, I'm eating right in the next couple of days, so probably went to the store, just got myself a ham sandwich. All I want is a ham sandwich with ham and cheese. That's it. I'll pop on from time to time and show you what we're working on. All right? All right. Everybody have a good one. God bless.